Hey guys, this is Avon. We are back with our fourth episode of our Fire Emblem Let's Play. Let's get back into this. We are now moving on to Chapter 2, Sword of Spirits. When we last left off, we managed to finish off technically the first chapter. Comes after the prologue, of course, you know. Prologue, second chapter technically, but it's recorded as the first. Now we're on the third chapter technically, but recorded as the second. Haha. Gonna confuse you for the rest of your life. You'll never know, or never again. Ha ha ha! Don't mind me, I may be slightly insane. It happens every now and then. Whee! Okay, I'm done being stupid now. Mostly. I have my moments, you know. Anyway, now that I'm being goofy again. Yeah, so we have Lynn and Sane and Kent who have come upon a shrine that's being attacked by bandits. And they're trying to get their hands on some sort of mystical sword that's held sacred to the people in this region. So we're going to help ourselves to these houses down here and try to get some information before we storm the place and slaughter everyone in sight. You know, usual business. Oh, we also learned that Lynn is actually short for Lindis, and she is the granddaughter of a Marquess. Or, I guess technically her grandfather would be a Marquis, I believe. I think that's how it goes, yeah. Technically her... Either way, she is she's a daughter of nobility. And her mother actually ran off with a nomad. And went to making babies on the plains. Okay, so here we're learning that we can actually break through some walls. Specifically, before we send Sane in, specifically this wall here that actually has a crack in it. You can see that unlike other areas, it doesn't have a defense or a void rate. It actually has just a number. And then what looks like a stacked wall of some sort, probably just a wall icon in general. Meaning we can do 30 damage to this, and then that will actually defeat it, more or less. Okay, pay a visit. Let's make it more difficult to be hit. They're difficult to traverse. This is very important to remember. If you're riding on horseback, you can't cross mountains at all. So be careful. Okay, we're going to have him move back up here. And before we have Kent visit this last house, see here how we have plains and then forest and then just plain old wall. Here we have the mountains. So our two horsemen aren't going to be able to get through this way. So what I'm thinking we're going to do is that we're going to take Lynn. We're going to have her cross down here. And have her try to take down these three bandits while these two work on the wall and chop this guy down to size. You think that sounds like a good plan? Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Manikadi, blessed by the spirits. According to the priest, the Manikadi is waiting for its rightful owner to appear. The sword can choose who will wield it. Well, there's actually some well, not really speculation, but there was a folk tale in Japanese lore about pardon me. I'll tell you about that later. Fortresses offer more protection than woods do. Fighting from space in fortresses can be beneficial. And again, of course, if your enemies are in a fortress, they get benefits too. Also, fortresses, unlike the forest, will regen your health. Some of your health at the beginning of each turn. HP recover is in one turn is fairly small. As you remain in the fortress, you'll gain more. Other places where units can recover HP, including castle gates, thrones, and areas where bosses are found. For example, this throne up here is actually a health recovery station of sorts. But yeah, like I was saying, there's actually there's actually a story from Japan about oh, pardon me. There's actually a story from Japan about a guy, about these two samurai, these two swordsmiths who forged matching blades, and they stuck them in a river. They stuck them in a river, and while one cut through everything that came across its path, including the water itself, the other one did nothing. And apparently, the theory was that the two blades were completely different. One was very bloodthirsty, and the other wasn't. So I mean, there's folk tales about swords that have minds of their own. Maybe that's the case here. Hmm? I don't know why I shared that with you. I mean, I just kind of, I don't know. I heard that lady talking about the Manikati and how it apparently chooses its wielder. I'm like, Yes, we know how sword triangles work, of course. Sword beats axe, axe beats lance, lance beats sword. Hmm. Gonna have Kent move in here. Of course, we'll check out our bandits to make sure they can't move very much. They're probably gonna go after Sane, I imagine. We're gonna go ahead and move Lynn out into the open just to tempt him, because he's probably gonna want to go after her instead, because she firstly has the lower hit points. Although that wasn't a good idea on his part, I must say. Really, really not the brightest idea, dude. As you can see, Fortress is healing his hit points. Okay, so also going to take a look at this guy's defense, which is 3, compared to his buddy, which is also 3, so it doesn't really matter which one you attack, I guess. Okay, well, you know what? I feel kind of bad that he's not getting anything out of this, so I'm going to go ahead and put Sane down here. We're going to have Kent come over here and attack this wall with his, we're going to have him attack with the lance first. There we go. And now that our two soldiers are in the way, they can't get to Lynn. Okay. Oh, that's surprising. I actually wasn't expecting that. Whoa, wow, he actually managed to... Huh. I didn't expect him to go after Kent, actually. Let me move him back over there because I'm paranoid. This is a game that will make you very, very paranoid about your characters and their abilities to speed affects both evasion and attacks. Strange. No idea. Okay then. Well, alright, Sane. Get yourself an attack. We'll have him go after this guy first. Okay, that didn't quite get a level up out of him, but oh well. I'm gonna go ahead and move down here. Let Kent get his level back up. Or let Kent get this health back up at least. Oh yeah, as you can see, plainly, we can move pretty far to our north, but we can't move very much to our east or our south. So we're going to go ahead and move here. And we're waiting for Kent to regain his health. These enemies aren't going to move, apparently, which is good. Okay. We're going to take a quick poke at this wall. And that'll break the wall down and allow us to pass through. And then this guy shows up. Great. Nice. Wait, he's only level 1? Wow, I didn't realize he was that far behind everybody. Okay, that's not good. That's not good at all. Okay, this guy's dead. As long as we can make it a hit, we were okay. Okay. This guy's not going to try to take a step at us until we're within range, so... pardon me. We'll go ahead and move into his range. We'll pull out the sword, and we'll wait. And I kind of want him to attack our heroine in this instance, so we'll let him come after her instead. Okay. And critical hit. Boom! You should get extra points for pulling off a crit. I'm just saying. Alright. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Ugly awaits. Now, since he's using an iron sword, it's probably going to be in our best interest to pull off attacks with with the lance instead. Now I'm curious. Okay, well, you know what? It just mirrors that lance look really, really huge. Okay, now hopefully he'll go after Sane. Apparently not. Okay. Because I kind of want Sane to get the experience for this one. Kind of want to really bring up his level, because he's just a little too far behind. I mean, you don't want to try to, you know, get every character you have up to the same level, because then you're just going to not have a single master character who can take out pretty much everybody. A single unit can carry a maximum of 5 items. You might need to drop some old items to pick up new ones. Bear this in mind. Press the cursor on an enemy or ally, then press the R button to view their personal data. This data screen contains information about the unit you selected. If any of the items are glowing yellow, you will get them if you defeat the unit. Don't forget that. Okay. Now, before we see, just a quick couple of things we want to talk about. I was talking with a buddy of mine, James, in fact, and we were kind of discussing the idea of doing another series or two. And he said I might come up with like Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced or stuff like Pokemon, or I even think I might do at one point maybe Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance, or even is it Aria of Sorrow, I believe is the one with that's set in Japan. Um, pardon me. Might even do Harvest Moon, Friends of Mineral Town. I'm gonna need another friend's help for that. I'm gonna need Mina's help for that. Most definitely. She's actually much better at it than I am. Okay. We save his life and he allows us to touch a sacred blade. No money, no food, no supplies for our journey, just, you can lay your hands on it. Okay. Hmm. 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 So is this basically like the Sword in the Stone crossed with Sting? It's like King Arthur's Legend meets The Hobbit or The Lord of the Rings, depending on which one you decided to read or watch first. Hmm. I can do that. So we picked ourselves up a new weapon. Cool. Didn't meet any new party members yet, but well, maybe in the next chapter. You never know. Hmm. Bah. Wait, he's not hitting on her? I'm surprised. Hmm. Castle Kalen, where evil is afoot. So you can tell he's the bad guy right off the bat. First of all, he's talking to a soldier who has no face. Secondly, he's scowling. And third, look at the size of that chin. I mean, Jesus. I'm sorry, he's either... I don't know. He's either Bruce Campbell has gone rogue or Matt Smith has lost his stuff and decided to come traveling to medieval ages. Who knows? Oh, great. And now he's poisoning him. My God, there's some people who just don't deserve it. Alright. We're going to go ahead and cut this episode off here. I'm probably going to get started on... I don't know what that was about. Probably going to get started on our new series next time around. Might even just kind of do some basic gameplay videos to show you guys what it's about. Might do, probably gonna do Harmony of Dissonance, I imagine, first. We'll see. At the end of the day, guys, I hope you have a wonderful time watching this and look forward to the next episode. It's going to be as much of a blast as this one was. Well, I mean, you know, as much of a blast as I can make it. I mean, I can't exactly, you know, have a Pinkie Pie party cannon running around, but, you know, we try. I try so hard. I don't know what I'm doing. I try so hard to make you guys so entertained. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful day.